Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, today we're going to help you guys with the homework. And let's start with homework number 2. I was asking you guys to do tashkil for these letters, for these words. And again, the way to do that is just you copy the word and then you go to Mishkal and you paste the word over there. Here, and then say tashkil. So the tashkil comes to you here. Now, I want to make sure that this tashkil is correct. So I can go to the translator. Okay, and I put the hayawan here. And this is in Arabic. So if you want to listen to it,
الحيوان.
It's al-hayawanu. So it is al-hayawanu. Al-hayawanu. So when you come here, back into the mishkal, you know it is al-hayawanu. You know it is al-hayawanu. Okay? So you wouldn't be choosing something else. Al-hayawana, al-hayawani. You choose whatever sounds like the one you got. And then you copy this and you go back to your homework. And then you paste it. Okay? And then the English word is animal. And the lam type is Shamsiya or Qamariya. Moon means Qamariya. Why? Many reasons. One of them is that you see a sukoon on the top of the lam. When you see a sukoon on the top of the lam, it means it has to be pronounced. If you see nothing, then it doesn't have to be pronounced. Okay? Such as, for example, here, if we look at this one here, there is nothing on the top of the lam. So it means it's Shamsiya. So it means that it's not pronounced. So when you say al-rijal. You don't say al-rijal because that's wrong. It's al-rijal. So that's why it's a sun lam. And it's always followed by shadda. Sun lam is always followed by shadda. Okay? So this one, you can see that the lam has sukoon on the top. Okay? And that makes it, that's another indication that it's lam qamariya. So you don't say a-hayawan, you say al-hayawan. This one al-rijal, this one al-hayawan. This one al-alam. This one al-nafs. Al-alam qamariya, al-nafs shamsiya. Okay? Okay. Any questions about that? Okay. Then we move to, I don't know why this happened. Maybe because of the font. Let me see here. Yeah. Okay. Tahoma seems like a good font. Okay. This is the Arabic word. This is the English word. And then you tell me what kind of Hamza it is. Okay, so if the Hamza has this mark on the top, it's wasl. But if the Hamza has this mark on the top, which is a Hamza on the top, then it's qata. Qata. This one is qata because it has this Hamza on the bottom. But this one doesn't have a Hamza, which is the wasl, doesn't have a Hamza. It has this mark on the top that I don't know what to call other than Hamzat wasl. which is similar to this mark here. Okay, so all these show that it's a lam shamsiyya. I'm sorry, it's hamzat wasl. But if you have the actual hamza on the top or on the bottom, then it is qata'. So it's very easy to say. If we come here, it's wasl. It comes here, it's qata'. Okay, so, and then if it has a alif lam, then you tell me if it's shamsiyya or qamariyya. Because this one, al-ghaib, it's qamariyya. Ar-Rahman is shamsiyya because I'm not pronouncing the alif lam. This one doesn't apply. Why? Because there is no alif lam here. So it's, you know, none or not applicable. Here there is no alif lam. Here there is no alif lam. There is no alif lam. Here there is alif lam. Then I ask you, is it shamsiyya or qamariyya? Of course, when you see the shadda, that's right away a quick indication that it is shamsiyya, sun. Because shamsiyya lam shamsiyya, is always followed by shadda. Always followed by shadda. And I guess this one needs to go to Homa font. Okay. The Arabic word, the English word, the hamza, type of the hamza, type of alif lam. Here it's not applicable. Not applicable. Here it is qamariyya. Here it is shamsiyya. Here is not applicable. Is not applicable. Is not applicable because I don't have alif lam. It's not applicable. It's not applicable because I don't have alif lam. Okay. Okay. Any questions about this homework before we move forward? And another way to figure it out, by the way, is to go look at the book, the grammar book. The grammar book shows you the letters for shamsiyya and the letters for qamariyya. Okay, so you can see the qamariyya letter, they are it's not followed by shadda, and it's these letters. These letters are the ones that have lam qamariyya, which is to be pronounced, such as al-burtuqal, that's the example of the ba. Al-jazar, that's example of the jim. Al-husan, example of the ha. Okay, so you can say, you can tell by the letter. Okay, you can tell in so many ways. If you have a hamza on the top of the lam, then it has to be qamariyya because it has to be pronounced. I'm sorry, did I say hamza? If you have a sukoon, I'm sorry, if you have a sukoon on the top of the lam, then it has to be qamariyya and it has to be pronounced. Okay, and another clue is if you look at these letters right here. These are the ones that always take the letter that comes after the lam. Okay, if it's one of those letters, then it's qamariyya. If it's one of those letters, then it is shamsiyya. And it will have shadda. Okay, and it will have shadda. So there are so many ways to figure out lam shamsiyya from lam qamariyya. And if you look here carefully, you see that there is no sukoon on the top of the lam, and it's followed by shadda. And you look here carefully, okay, there is no sukoon on the, there is a sukoon on the top of the lam, and it doesn't have, it's not followed by shadda. Okay, any questions so far? Okay, so any questions about homework 2 or move forward? Move forward. Okay, then we go to homework number 3. I ask it for tashkil. Actually, I already did the tashkil. I just ask it for the female gender. Of course, Muhammad, there is no female Muhammad, and it's just a name. Walad is a boy. There is no female Walad. So this one will not be possible. This is none. Okay? متكلم, sorry, here, none. None. And it is boy. متكلم, that's a speaker. So it's a noun derived from a verb. متكلم is the speaker. It is a noun derived from a verb. اسم فاعل. Noun derived from a verb. Speak is the verb. Speaker is the noun. Okay? So whenever you have a noun driven from a verb or اسم فاعل, then we know that it must have a female version. So a speaker could be male or female. To identify if it's a male or female, we just add تاء مربوطة. تاء مربوطة, like that. Okay? And then we can add two ضمس. متكلمة. So where is the keyboard? I had it here. Okay. Not a problem. On screen, keyboard. Pen to. Okay. I'm going to take it on the other screen, or actually I can use it here. So I said متكلمة. I switch to Arabic. Okay. And متكلمة. We go do تنوين. متكلمة. Just like Salih, a righteous. Okay. Salih is a righteous. You can have a male righteous or a female righteous. The difference is going to be the female ta. That's the difference between them. Okay. Naim, sleeper. There is a male sleeper and female sleeper. You want to ask me where did I get the translation from? I take Naim, copy, go to Google Translate, Naim, sleeping. It is a sleeper. To be accurate, it is sleeper, not sleeping. But it is also can be used as sleeping, because when I say he is sleeping, I say huwa naim. Okay, but I can use it also as a noun, a sleeper, a person who sleeps. Just like the sleepers who slept in the cave for like 309 years that Allah talked about in the chapter of the cave. So sleepers. Okay, where is the homework? Yes. Okay, so how do I get it? I take sleeper, male, and I put the female version. Okay, please turn on your videos. Okay, so I take the female version and I add تاء مربوطة. So I go change to Arabic and then add تاء مربوطة. The keyboard and I add تاء مربوطة. So I change this to English, to Arabic. Okay, and then I change this to تاء مربوطة. So the dhamma becomes, the tanween dhamma becomes dhamma, and then we have تاء مربوطة, and then tanween. So when I converted نائم into نائمة, you notice that the نائم has a تنوين ضمة. تنوين is only at the end. There is no تنوين elsewhere. تنوين is at the end. So because now I'm adding تاء مربوطة, therefore I convert the تنوين ضمة into just a single ضمة. You see? So and instead of تنوين ضمة, it's a single ضمة. See here? Here is تنوين ضمة. So I convert this تنوين ضمة here into just ضمة. I convert it into just a ضمة. The Arabic keyboard is kind of tricky. Anyway, but you know what I'm talking about. So تنوين ضمة is converted into ضمة. Why? Because we're attaching تاء مربوطة. تاء مربوطة, when we attached anything to تنوين, the تنوين is gone. So if it's تنوين فتحة, it becomes فتحة. If it's a تنوين ضمة, it becomes ضمة. If it's a تنوين كسرة, becomes كسرة. So نائم, نائمة, we notice that we converted the تنوين into ضمة. Okay? Okay. شارب, drinker. And شاربة, you copy this. You follow the same procedure. You delete the تنوين ضمة and you replace it with the just a ضمة. And you replace it with just a ضمة. And then you add تاء مربوطة. And then you put the تنوين. Okay? Okay. طالب, student, طالبة. Okay, now the other way. سعيد, سعيدة, we take away the تاء مربوطة and we put the تنوين on the دال. So we say سعيدة, when I make a male version, I take away the تاء مربوطة. Okay? And then I put تنوين ضمة. So سعيدة becomes سعيد. Becomes سعيد. Okay? This one also is, forgot to say that this is فتحة. شاربة. شاربة. Okay, so the تنوين ضمة is replaced by فتحة. Is replaced by فتحة, not by ضمة. Like I said, that was a mistake. Okay? And so forth. لاعبة, how to convert it into, مع لاعبة means player. So a male player will have no تاء مربوطة and the فتحة is converted into تنوين ضمة. لاعب. We're following rules. Grammar are rules. Rule 1, rule 2, rule 3. And there are exceptions. But in this class, I'm not teaching you the exception. I'm just teaching you the rules. Okay? Okay, so I try to stay away from irregularities because we just, for this purpose of this course, we need to learn the regular stuff first. نفس, a soul. Is there a male soul or a female soul? No. Therefore, it's not applicable. The translation is soul. Okay? شجرة. I found someone who took شجرة, which is a tree, in the homework. He or she took شجرة, don't know which one. And then he put it here, and then he removed the تاء مربوطة, and then he did like this. And he did like this. Hold on. And he did like this. Now, for the sake of God, is there is a female tree and a male tree? It's only a tree. And the name of the tree in Arabic is a female name, is a feminine name. So there is no, this is not applicable. None. Okay? Layla is the name of a woman, Layla. Is there is a male Layla, a male Layla? No, there is not. Zaira, Shams, is a female name. Do I have a male name for Shams? No, the word Shams is female. The word Qamar, the word Shams, which is sun, is a female word. The word Qamar, which is moon, is a male word. Doesn't mean that the Shams is female and the moon is male. No, it means just the word itself. Okay? Then, we done any questions about this table? Number 1 and number 2? Okay. Okay. Now, about this table. Okay. We're saying about the verb Sa'id. Sa'id means happy. Happy could be a male or female. So we have Sa'id and we have Sa'ida. Okay? Okay. How do we make it dual? I can show you the rule, which I'm going to do. How to make it, how to convert from single to a dual. You add either alif noon or ya noon. Rule 230, item number 2. Rule 230, item number 2. Okay? How about the female, since we're talking about it? The female, you add, you'd remove the ta' marbuta, make it ta' maftuha, and then add the alif noon or the ya noon. That's the rule here, rule 230. Okay. So we go back to the homework. Okay. The rule says add alif noon or ya noon. So I take this and then I add alif noon. Or, sorry, ya noon. Okay? So it becomes Sa'idani, Sa'idani, Sa'idaini, Sa'idani. Where's the keyboard? Becomes Sa'idani and Sa'idaini. Sa'idani or Sa'idaini. One, this one is marfu'. We will learn about marfu', mansub, majroor, majzoom later on. This one is marfu' and this one is otherwise, not marfu'. Okay? How about the female? Okay. A mistake that I've noticed, some people, they do this like this and then they do alif noon. And they do here this and they do ya noon. Ta marbuta cannot exist except at the end. There is nothing called ta marbuta in the middle. Okay? I've marked students down for this, many of them. Whenever you attach something to the ta marbuta, it converts into an open ta. So it converts into an open ta. Okay? I don't want to see anybody making this mistake again. So you convert this into regular ta. Sa'idatani. Oh, we already did that. Sa'idatani. 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 سعيدتان. And this one has فتحة. سعيدتان. Okay. Here you take away the تاء مربوطة, convert it to تاء مفتوحة. سعيدة. And you remove the tanween. There is no tanween except at the end. So سعيدتين. سعيدتين. Okay, just like what the rule said. Okay, so now since Saeed is a verb, is a noun driven from a verb which is happy. Saeed is happy person. It's driven from happy. So the plural is going to be regular plural. So I take this one here and I paste it there. This is Saeed, Saeeduna. And they add according to the rules. If we bring back the rules here. Okay. For to convert, I either add واو نون or ياء نون. So لاعبات, لاعبون, لاعبين. Okay. So I add واو نون or ياء نون. So سعيدون, سعيدون, سعيدون. سعيدون. Okay. And then it says also that I can do add ياء نون. So I can copy this and add ياء نون. So instead of سعيدون becomes instead of واو becomes a ياء. And then the waw is preceded by a dhamma. The alif is preceded by a fatha. The waw is preceded by the dhamma. The ya is preceded by a kasra. So since this is ya, then it's preceded by kasra. This is waw preceded by dhamma. Okay? Okay. Now, whether we have tanween or not, for dual form and regular male plural form, there is no tanween. There is no tanween. So the issue of the sarf that we talked about last time, whether you can have tanween or kasra, doesn't apply to the regular plurals or the dual form. So the issue of sarf doesn't apply at all to this and this. The issue of sarf applies here because should I say sa'idun or sa'idu? If sarf is allowed, sarf is allowed for this. So it's sa'idun. How come sarf is allowed for this? Because when we go over the list of, over the list of sarf, this is not part of the homework. This is just emphasizing, giving you an example of what we have worked with before. We explained last time, which is the issue of the sarf. The issue of the sarf Okay. What's wrong with you? Okay. The issue of the sarf. The word is Saeed. Is it a female word? No. Does it end with ta marbuta? No. Then this doesn't apply. Is it an adjective? No. Adjective that ends with alif noon? No. It doesn't apply. It is nouns of an adjective? No. Does it have a madda? Is it an irregular plural? No, it's singular. Is it a noun driven from a verb? No. Is it a name transformed from a verb? No. Okay. Is it a foreign name? No. Like David, Donald, Pharaoh. Is it a compound name like Hadra, Maut, Ba'la, Bak, 2 syllabi? No. Therefore, sarf is allowed. Sarf is allowed means I can have tanween and I can have kasra. Okay. However, we choose the default case here, which is dhamma. So, of course, I can have 2 fathas or 2 kasras. Depends on the form of i'rab, but the default that we're working with now is dhamma. Okay? Okay. Sa'idatun, you say, one might say and say, okay, but Sa'idatun is a female noun. Happy woman is a female noun. Then number 1 applies. And the answer is no. Number 1 applies to names, not nouns. So if it's a female name, if I have a daughter, I called her Saida, Saidat, then it's forbidden. Why? Because that's the name of my daughter, and names, female names, are all sarf is forbidden. They cannot have tanween, they cannot have kasra. Okay? But it is just a female noun, which means that it's not a name. So this one doesn't apply, which means that it is okay for me. It's okay for me to put 2 dhammas, tanween dhamma. Otherwise, if it's the name of a woman or a girl, then I can only put a single dhamma. So if it's the name, then it's single dhamma. But if it's a noun, then it is sarf is allowed, and I can do double dhamma. Okay? Is this issue is clear? Because that's the issue we've been talking about, which is sarf that we talked about last time. Okay. Please turn on the videos, guys. Please turn on the videos. Please don't turn off the video. If you can't, just let me know. Okay. All right. So we addressed the sarf here. So I addressed here the homework and also the sarf. Because we talked about sarf last time, we didn't get a chance to do many examples. Okay. Now, the red ones, sarf is not an issue at all. Sarf doesn't apply at all to dual nouns and regular plurals, male plurals. How do we know that? Go to the grammar book and we see the note down there. That says sarf is not checked for dual and regular because it's not applicable, which is rule 280, note number 2. Rule 280, rule 280, note number 2. Okay? So now the regular female plural comes by adding alif ta. Alif ta to the male. Alif ta to the male. Or remove ta marbuta and add alif ta. So we go here. How do we convert? See what happened here? بقرة, cow. بقرات. I removed the تاء مربوطة, replaced it with ألف تاء مفتوحة. Replaced it with ألف تاء مفتوحة. Because I've seen one of you guys in the homework, he took بقرة like that. He or she, I don't know. He took this بقرة like that and added ألف تاء. First of all, تاء مربوطة cannot exist in the middle of the word. It can only exist at the end of the word. So this is the first error. تاء مربوطة has to be at the end of the word. The second error is that to convert to regular female plural, you take away the تاء مربوطة. So, and then you add بقرات, you add تنوين if you wish. The default case is تنوين. It's تنوين ضمة. So بقرات تنوين ضمة. Okay? Okay. So now it means that, again, I cannot take this and do like I just said, ألف تاء. No, I have to delete the تاء مربوطة because it does not exist, and then you can use the تنوين سعيدات. Note that according to the rules, regular female plurals, okay, can have kasra, can't have kasra. Kasra is replaced by fatha. If you go here to the rules, you say the sarf rule. It says that the rule for regular female plural noun is that fatha is not allowed, and tanween is allowed only if there is no alif lam. Okay? So, okay. So we can have tanween. Now, any noun that has alif lam, tanween is not possible. Alif lam and tanween do not come in the same word. So if I say saidatu, if I take saidatu like that, then I cannot have tanween. Tanween is not permissible. This one would be wrong. Any name or noun, any noun that has alif lam here cannot have tanween. Cannot have tanween. This is a rule of thumb. You can't have tanween if you have alif lam. Okay? So if you have alif lam, then the default form is dhamma. So you go there and you add the dhamma. Okay? Remember that any alif lam word that has alif lam at the beginning, then it cannot have any kind of tanween on the end. Neither tanween dhamma, nor tanween fatha, nor tanween kasra. This is tanween dhamma. We also have, as you see here in the keyboard, we have tanween fatha. Sorry. We have tanween fatha. That tanween kasra. And we have, this is tanween kasra is here. And we have tanween fatha, which is here. So and we have tanween dhamma, which is here. We have tanween dhamma is here. So we have tanween. Okay, so these two tanween, these three kinds of tanween cannot exist if the noun starts with alif lam. Keep that in mind. Okay? Okay. So this is not part of the homework, but it is part of the future homework, which we're going to talk about the sarf, the issue of the sarf. Please turn on your videos. Okay. Okay, how about here? Okay, so Salih is a righteous person. So there is Salih and there is Salihah. So we have Salihun. Default is Salihun. Okay, default. We have Salihatu. Before I add the ta' marbuta, I must delete the tanween first. Okay, and then add the ta' marbuta. Add the ta' marbuta. Here. Ta' marbuta, and then make it default. Salihatun. Righteous man, salih, righteous woman, salihah. Why I have tanween? Because it's a noun. But if it's a name, a lot of people call their daughter salihah, salihatun. So if it's a name of a female, which is not the case here, I cannot have noun. I cannot have tanween. I can only have dhamma. Okay? But in this example here, or this homework here, it's not a name of a person. It's a noun that's driven from a verb, which is to become righteous. Then we have righteous man and righteous woman. So therefore, I can have tanween. Okay? And so forth, the rest of the one that's done on the top. Okay, now let me help you with homework number 4. You can play this in the video. It's all recorded. So you can just click, it's recorded. So you can go over it. So I am counting on your ability to replay this over and over again so that you can find out what's going on. Okay, now let's do homework number 4. Okay. Now, when I put a dash like this, it means that it does not have a regular male plural or regular female plural. Okay? So they don't have it. So that's I put a dash. There is a plural for the word dub. It's dubaba or dibaba. Okay? But it's irregular. So that's why I put a dash here. So I don't want one of you to come and add like for example, I see someone taking this and adding waw noon as though like this. As though it is a name, as a noun driven from a verb. But dub, bear, is not a noun driven from a verb. Okay? So it does not have regular plurals. So, and also the same person he did like this, and then added alif ta. And he said, it becomes a regular dubbatun. So dubbuna and dubbatun. No, it's irregular. That's why I put a dash so that you don't bother, because I'm trying to teach you only regular stuff. Okay? قط قطة. Now, قطط is the plural, but it's irregular plural. So I took it away. ذقن means chin. 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 Is there a male chin or a female chin? It's a male word. So it's a male word. So ذقن. Default is 2 dhammas. Where is that keyboard went? Yeah, it's right here. So I do tanween, ذقن. Okay? Don't give me a female word for a chin, because it doesn't exist. How about, how can I get the dual? The dual is always the same rule without exception, either adding alif noon or ya noon. Adding alif noon, of course, remove the tanween. Tanween cannot exist with dual form or regular male plural form. It doesn't apply. Taqna ni. Na ni. Na ni. Na ni. Okay? Okay. There is no regular stuff, so I'll put a dash here. Baqara is a female word. It's a cow. There is no male cow. Okay? So it's a female word. What did I do? Yeah, that's right. It's a one female word. Yeah. So the form is to go under here. Okay? And this one, always regular. Double is always regular. Dual is always regular. So I just add alif. Wait, where would I working with? Okay, the chin, yes. I add alif noon. Daqna ni. And it's irregular plural because it's not a noun driven from a verb. So baqara is a cow. It's a noun. That's not a noun driven from a verb. So we make it baqaratan. Again, mistake that shouldn't be done by adding alif noon like this. No. The ta' marbuta cannot exist except at the end. So you convert it into ta' maftuha like that. Baqara, ta, and there is no tanween at all in the dual form. So you take away the tanween and you do baqaratani. How about the regular female plural? Yes, it exists. That's why I left it for you here. So baqarat. Just take away the ta' marbuta and add alif ta'. Baqarat. And you can put, since it's not a name, you can put tanween here, baqaratun, which is the default case. Any questions about this? Any question? Should be easy for you guys to do. Okay. Quick glance over the third homework, fourth homework. Okay. Yeah, that was the fourth homework. The fifth homework, classification of words. Okay. Do we have time? We don't have time. So next week is going to be also homework help, where I'm going to start with homework number 5, give you help in homework number 5, and give you help in homework number 6. So you want to try to do the homework first, and then face the difficulties, and then when I give you the help, then you know, then you understand what's going on. It will work much better if you do it this way. Any questions? Okay. Inshallah, we'll see you next week, inshallah, or next class. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.